Good morning, good people. Welcome, everybody. It's Rusty Money here on PlayStation Network and Rusty Money Gaming on YouTube. We're here for another short live episode of the Breakfast Challenge here on Split Mountain Ranch by Silver Eagle of the ShantyBoys Map Creations. So, welcome in, everybody. Hope you're all having a great morning. Just playing a little bit of the game before I head off to work. So we're spreading a little bit of fertilizer here on this field. See where it needs fertilizer and where it doesn't need fertilizer. Now we need to go buy a new piece of equipment. Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk, good morning, my friend, or good night for you, probably. Or good evening, whatever time of day it would be. I can't remember where you're at in the world, so welcome in, my friend. Just a short live stream here before I head off to work for a little bit this morning. So how is everybody doing this fine Saturday morning? Yeah, almost 10:30. 10:30, okay. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Not completely getting as much fertilizer on here as I thought I would. So I must have had this field pretty much taken care of, but that's okay. I just wanted to make sure that we got a good amount of fertilizer on here for our new crop that's going to go in here, which is going to be potato. Eric D, wow, you're streaming early. I am, my friend. Just a short stream before I head off to work for a little bit. I wasn't supposed to work this morning, but my boss wanted to go deer hunting with his kids, so he asked if I'd work this morning for him. So I'm just working till noon today, and then my son and I are heading out of town to go look at some used cars for him, and then we'll be back home. All right, let's go put this back at the farm, and then we need to go and get some potatoes in our planter so we can plant potatoes in that big field. So how's Eric D doing this morning? I'm probably waking up all kinds of people with those notification bells going off. Oh, thinking, what the heck is Rusty doing? I'm doing pretty good. I didn't sleep worth the hoot, but I think that's my fault because I drank too much coffee yesterday. And to be quite honest, everybody, I don't really drink a lot of like black coffee, I guess, if you will, because it bothers my stomach actually. Well, and it doesn't bother me all the time, but I decided to have some yesterday at work, and it was tasting really good, and so I probably had too much too late in the day, and it kept me awake. Kept me awake at the wrong time of day, I guess I should say, because I was trying to live stream last night and I was getting tired, so I don't know why yeah, but anyway. Why didn't it keep me awake then? Nah, let's get rid of the sugar cane. That or I should just buy another planter. I should maybe just buy another planter, then I'm gonna take out the crop all the time. I got enough money, I got enough slots. I'll just have one for sugarcane and one for potatoes. And I'll have to figure out where I'm going to store it. We got all kinds of sheds, you know. It should have room somewhere. Let's just pull it in here. And drop it right there for now. We can move it later. And we'll go get a new planter for potatoes then. I really liking this tractor. I never used this tractor before until I did this breakfast challenge here on Split Mountain Ranch. This Case tractor by Mack Trucker is really nice. I like it just as much as I like my John Deere by our friend Dominic right there, but we got it painted Case red. Alright, let's get another one. I think we might have to, let's see, right here we go. Yeah, I want this one. And since it is a potato one, I'll go ahead and we will paint it black to kind of distinguish between the two of them. I was harvesting a big potato field yesterday. Love that Colossus root harvester. I think yeah, right, Eric? I like it too, I agree. Yeah, now we can go put our seed in it. And that's going to be a pretty big potato field. Might even go ahead and put 2 tractors on it. Might take a little bit to get done. Wonder how many horsepower this needs to have to pull this. Let's fill this baby up. Oh, and I just did it again. Gosh darn it. I need to switch that. Oh, man. I did that last night, too. Oh, please, can I unload it? And I'm with you on those tractors. Oh, my goodness sakes. Here, I know what I can do. I got money. I ain't too worried about it. I'm not going to sell it, but this should maybe get rid of the crop I put in it. Can't believe I didn't pay attention to that. Okay, now when I get down to the store, let's switch that thing to potatoes. It's automatically set to fill with sugar cane, so you got to make sure that you change it. And I'm with you on those two tractors. The Case by Mike, yeah, they're both good, aren't they, Eric? Yeah, I like them a lot. There, now we're switched to potatoes. There we go. We should be in business now. Oh, and the next live stream on here, we'll have all kinds of harvesting to probably do. We're moving along pretty good. I think this time by this time next year, in game anyway, in game, not real life, we should be really close to making pancakes and donuts, or if not, already making them. There we go. Now we got potatoes. I also, oh, it is, Eric. It's actually my new favorite for auto loading. Ridiculous Dominic's Jeep. You know, I used to be a big fan favorite of, I'm always been a favorite of, Raleigh Christie mods. And so early on at the release of FS22 mods, I should say, or should the release of Mod Hub anyway, or mods coming to the Mod Hub, Raleigh Christie had one of the very first auto-load trailers for productions and all that, and it was kind of finicky a little bit, but it worked with it works with everything pretty much. I don't know if I even still have that mod or not, but let me just see if I do. I think I got rid of it because I was using it too. Nope, I still got it. This one right here. I do still have it. This was actually my favorite auto load. Quite a while ago anyway, though, now. I should say for productions and stuff, but for like bales and stuff like that, I used something different. Oh, might help to, yeah, I got it turned on, I guess. Oh, and then I'm gonna have to roll my fields too. That's the other thing I need to do is roll fields. And I might put a worker on this here for now, but I don't want him to really get into that other field. We might just do this. I also used that auto trailer for eggs and wool before I started using the Jeep. Yeah, right? Yeah. It's good. I really like it myself. This just looks like one mean machine here. A big old dually tractor with a potato planter, pulling it across the field, meaning business, even though we're using a fast farming method, but hey, that's alright. Gotta have fun somehow. You and I have the same taste in mods. Yeah, you know the sad thing, Eric, is I haven't checked out the new farm mall yet. I got it, but I haven't checked it out. But I got a plan for it, so that's why I haven't checked it out yet. And I guess I sometimes when I try and think of something I want to say, my words in my mind don't come out of my mouth in the way that they should, and so I I was trying to ask a couple of questions on Facebook and a couple of farming simulator console pages, and oh my goodness, did I get lashed. Alls I was trying to figure out is I it was a quick notice for myself that the Case Farm Mall didn't have the little special heading underneath of it like a lot of the other what do you want to say, mods or DLCs, I guess, whether they were paid or not, created by giants. A lot of them have headings, and I don't know. I just was trying to figure out why some do and some don't, and I didn't really pay attention to it until yesterday when I installed this Farmall pack. And the biggest reason I really noticed it was number one, people are having a difficult time trying to find it after it was installed, and I can totally see why they were, especially those on console, because it doesn't appear as a mod, and it doesn't appear as a selectable mod either. It becomes automatically a piece of the game. Kind of like your, which is kind of strange because I got to really think about this now, and I'd have to go back and actually look, but, well, no, maybe not. I think that if you look at um, this Porsche and then this Zetor and this Crabat, I guess they're automatically a part of the game too, aren't they? I think. On console here anyway. I don't know how it works on PC really. I haven't spent a lot of time on the game on PC, even though I have it on my laptop, which I know is probably a sad thing for a lot of people, but some of the people in Farm Sim are really too. Yeah, I know, Eric, and I know. But sometimes, like I said, my words come out the wrong way, and I wasn't trying to be offensive or anything by it. I just caught me off guard because if you look at this, and I think I just realized this morning why. But if we look at like, let's see, and I know I'm gonna be nitpicky, but I'm a fan of both of them, both brands, I should say. So if we take this, if you take this John Deere Series 710 that's by Giants, it's got the little FarmCon 22 John Deere 710 heading at the bottom. So then if you go to the farm mall here, it's just Farmall 1066 Hydro. It doesn't have the little anniversary pack thing below it. I don't know. It just really stuck out at me, but I think I realized this morning why it's that way. because isn't so like the John Deere, that was, oh, there's my alarm that I actually set for once. That's not my alarm to quit. That was my alarm to wake up because I thought, oh shoot, I suppose I should just be careful and make sure I put an alarm on for getting up, which I was still up at 5 or 5:30. Well, anyway, Eric, what I was gonna say is I wonder if it's because, like the John Deere was a part of FarmCon, but then also, like some of the other, I'm gonna say mods, if you will, they were all a part of like, if you look at like Seasons Pass or Platinum Expansion, they're all a part of that. And I don't think like somebody pointed out to me, and I didn't even give it any thought either, but like the Black Beauty and what is it, like the Mack truck, and I can't remember if there was a Fendt too, but a Fendt tractor, but they're also not labeled. They're just generically labeled like every other tractor in the store. David, welcome in. Oh, and then I shut my YouTube off on my phone so I can't see the chat now. Let's get back in here. David, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by the short little live stream here. Wanted to do some more work on Split Mountain before work here. Putting in some potatoes in this field here. We gotta have some potatoes for breakfast for the ShantyBoys. Whether they're gonna get some hash browns or fried potatoes, or whether it's used to make pancakes or potato cakes instead of pancakes. Yeah, whatever the imagination would be, if you will. But we got potatoes now too, a very large field of potatoes. At least for this map, it's a pretty big field. John Brock, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Thanks for the coming in to chat, my friend. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody's support there, each and every one of you. Oh, so those people that are new viewing, I find it strange that Giants label some of their yeah, Grant. Like I said, I was just looking to see if anybody would give me a better insight because I never really paid attention to it until yesterday for some reason. Let's go into this view here, everybody, and I'll take you up here. We got some new addition. Money hasn't been a problem on this challenge, but we have Grant's Dairy right here. I put down a dairy point, and then we've got Ronnie Gold's Sugar Shack right there. But I bought these 2 new production points for this breakfast challenge and then did some landscaping decorating around them, as you can see there. So, yeah, that's all up here where those houses would be on Split Mountain Ranch. Well, so that's new, and then I replaced this thing on this side. This fill point was actually right here, but I moved it. I really like how it turned out so far, and I got plans to do hopefully another production or 2 over there. We'll see which ones I decide. Oh, and all you people on console, like Eric, aren't you on console, I think? What is the total limit of productions we can have? Because I don't think I've ever busted that total limit before yet. What is the total limit of productions we can have on PlayStation 5, if anybody knows? I can't remember. I thought it was like 10 or something, but for some reason that seems awful low. I would think it'd be more than 10. Because if it is 10, I might be pretty close to that. I'm on PS5. I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, Eric, I can't remember either, but I know I've heard it before. How many do I have even? So I got carpentry, that's 1. We got the donut shop, that's 2. I got Ross's Woodworks, that's 3. I got Joy's Industrial BGA, that's 4. 5 Gen Silos, that's 5. Ronnie's and Lonnie's, that's 6 and 7 because it's 2 different structures. And then I got Bunny's Garden, that's 8. Looney's Manure, 9. Kobe's Mill, 10. Maple Syrup Farm, 11. Ronnie Sugar Shack, 12. Grant's Dairy, 13. Pancakes, 14. So, wow, yeah, okay. I guess I didn't realize I had that many of them. I wonder how many it is then. Maybe there's not a limit, but I could have swore somebody at one time told me there was a limit. I just know I haven't ever gotten close to it at all. I should go over to Calmsden Farm and count my productions. I wonder how many I have on there because that might tell me a little bit better of an idea. Because I got a lot of production on Calmsden Farm. And that's on the PS4 version of the game. Felden, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? We're just planting some potatoes here on this great big field. A little short live stream work here before I head off to work. Thanks for stopping by the channel, my friend. Try and not drive on my crop. I have no idea, so I'm on PC. Do they do a version for consoles as well? Y'all learn something new every day. Right, Grant? I know there is a limit on productions. Mr. Seeley Plea has ran into a few times. I forget the number, but I want to say it probably 50. Okay, wow, okay, so that's quite a few then. I don't even know if I'd ever get to half of that. But that's probably right, Felden, because I never even thought about going and checking out, seeing if Mr. Seeley P has something about that. Well, thanks, Felden. Appreciate that. Yeah, I just decided to go live here for a little bit before I head off to work. Probably only be live for about another 30 minutes. So, short live stream, but it's alright. Still got to get some work done on here anyway. So I thought, why not surprise y'all with the early morning live stream? Oh, I know, Eric. I totally agree. Oh, but hey, there's good news for this week, though, Eric. Debo. Hopefully that sparks some enthusiasm among the team members. And I'm not saying Debo's not one of my favorite players, but he's not my favorite on the team right now. Probably my favorite player of the 49ers currently is Bosa on defense. And then, of course, I'd probably have to say Christian McCaffrey. I think he hit the limit on Western Wilds and probably another map. Too many of Omatana's greenhouses and other productions. Yeah, and see, that's where it can add up fast, Feldon, is when a person goes to put down like greenhouses and olive trees and all that, people don't really, give that a consideration that it's also a production. So when you go to needing to buy your actual plant productions, your factory productions, you don't even think about your gardens and greenhouses. I see Debo's going to be back. Oh yeah, Kittle's good too, Eric. I don't know if you've ever heard me say this, Eric, but uh, it's a small world. Of course, I've never met him, and neither have my cousins. But so I got a first cousin that lives near Adel, Iowa, which is over by Des Moines or east of Des Moines, kind of northeast maybe of Des Moines, Iowa. And her boys play baseball. And one of the boys, I can't remember which one, if it's the older one, I think it's the older one, plays baseball with one of Kittle's nephews, actually. And the only reason we discovered this is because my aunt, their grandma, my aunt, is very social. And she was actually having a conversation with the grandparents of these other kids. It was either the grandparents or somebody in the family, and they had found out that yeah, that's actually Kittle's nephew. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's not Kittle himself, but still. Oh, I would too, Eric. I would too. I'd agree. I shared my new truck in Facebook yesterday. I should share that picture. Actually, I will do that. I'll share that picture in Discord, everybody. You can see my new truck. Well, I should say it's not my new truck, but a lot of you will get a laugh. I know Eric will get a laugh out of it. My wife did not like it at all. But I found an interesting truck on Facebook yesterday, and I posted it on Facebook and tagged my daughter because my daughter likes the 49ers too and kind of watches football with her dad, and we just enjoy following the 49ers together, and so I tagged her in it, and oh my goodness. My wife instantly saw that post and said, I don't think that will ever happen, pretty much. But I'll share that picture in Discord later for those that didn't see the picture on Facebook. It's a pretty nice truck though. It's a really nice truck. I'd love to have it. Too bad it wasn't for sale either. What's everybody's big plans for the weekend? Like I said, everybody, I got to work now this morning because my boss asked me if I'd work for him so he could go deer hunting with his kids because today Today here in Nebraska is opening season for rifle for deer, for whitetail, or muley deer, depending on what your deer license shows. So I work till noon, and then my son and I are gonna go travel an hour away from home and go to some different car dealerships and see if we can't find a better used car for him. And then I'm going to come home and hopefully live stream and play some FS the rest of the weekend and watch some football and got some house chores to do. Hey, Eric, what time is the game tomorrow? I haven't even looked. I know we play the Jaguars, but I haven't looked to see what time the game is. I'm hoping to get the last episode. It will be the last. Hopefully, get the last episode of Rusty's Farm Rescue recorded this weekend. I plan on sleeping as much as possible and do some editing and preparing for the premium edition. Yeah, I tell you what, Feldon, I'm really kind of liking the looks of that map. I really like the feel of that little farm, and I think the reason I really like it is because it does kind of look more older looking, and not only that, but at the same time of it being old looking or have the appearance of an old farm, it's still kind of open. You know, it's not tight. It's not a tight farmyard. It doesn't appear to be really. I watched Daggerwind's first episode and second episode yesterday. That's the only ones I've watched for the premium edition so far. I usually watch a lot of DJ Goham for like your news and FS, but I decided I'd go and check out Daggerwind for once again and watched his premium edition first look, which he's doing a series on pretty much during his first look is basically what he's doing. Game is 1 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. Thanks, Eric. Hey, we're going to get this potato field done before I'm going to have to go, I think. Which is good. I usually try to do a bunch of multitasking during a live stream, so sitting here and just planting potatoes here, I hope y'all don't mind that. At least I'm chatting. I haven't seen anything yet beyond what Giants put out, but I'm really looking forward to it. I love the region and what they've done with the map. Oh, you've got a series planned for it when I can. I'd like to do something with it too, Feldon, but I don't know. I think what I've decided and what I've already announced kind of in my Discord is that the dedicated server that I've been using from our friend Gaming Joy, I think is going to be for multiplayer on the new map. That's kind of what I'm aiming for, I think. Yeah, that's myself, Feldon. That's why I haven't started the campaign of France yet either, which I've been wanting to do. Been kind of waiting to see if Black Sheep was gonna have any kind of update to it for anything, which now they might, considering, the premium edition coming out. I could see him adding that to the campaign of France because it would be a great little map for it. I'm sure there'll be all kinds of maps coming out with updates now. I'm expecting a lot of mods will get updates to work with new crops and whatever else. Yeah, right. I agree. I agree. We'll even probably see more modded equipment again too, you know, different versions of stuff probably. Like I'm sure the Colossus pack modders are already trying to figure something out. Which I love the Colossus pack. Probably one of my favorite mods. I think a lot of people like it. I've been having a really good time playing Lazy Acres. I really like TNT. You know, I tried to get into that map on FS19 because I was challenged to do a big map. Well, I shouldn't say big map, but a map with large fields, and I just really couldn't get into it. But now here in FS22, I've kind of gotten into some other maps, or at least played maps where I've made bigger fields. So I don't know if it's because I like the whole aspect of myself making them instead of being on maps where they're already there. But I've used a lot more large equipment than I did in FS19. So I can't wait to kind of go to the campaign of France and kind of go to a smaller scale for a little while. Although on Black River I was pretty much small farming on Black River too. Which that'll possibly come to an end this weekend if that's what else I decide to live stream. Yos! Yos from Yos Modding, everybody, is in the Barnhouse chat. Good morning, my friend, or good night for you, I suppose. Thanks for stopping by the live stream. It's 6:37 a.m. here. I'm already having horrible flashbacks of working on that type of equipment when I was in the ag industry. Oh no. Oh, I gotta catch up with chat here for a minute. Parsnip seeds is in every nook and cranny. Oh, I'm sure there'll be carrot onion headers coming out for Colossus root. I'm sure, Eric. It's lunchtime. Field map. What about field map, Yos? This is Split Mountain Ranch. I really enjoying this. We just as well go refill this thing. It's about empty. We won't be able to finish that field with that much in there. What's field map? Austin, good morning, my friend. How are you doing, Austin? Field map is Felden. Oh. Oh my goodness, Felden. How in the world did you get that nickname from Yos? Field map.
That's not an easy one to remember. I'll forget that one. Usually nicknames are a little bit easier to remember. I don't know if I'll be able to remember that one. Oh, I need to get over to Felden's channel and catch up on Silver Run Forest too. Just woke up. Ah, alright, Austin. Umesmo. Boo Betty Boo Bop. Welcome, my friend. How you doing, Umesmo? Thanks for stopping by the short live stream here. Just doing a little bit of work before I head off to work. Planting some potatoes, Umesmo. Yeah, I know we're fast farming Umesmo, but we're at least doing potatoes in a really big field. I don't question it, Rusty. I just accept the gloriousness that it's Yo's. It is, Felden, I agree. Yoast is pretty well known, especially for how do I join. Well, I think this time, Yoast, you need to hop in your automobile, you go to your local bakery, you buy a dozen donuts, you go to the airport, you hop on the plane, and then you fly to Omaha, Nebraska, and I'll come and pick you up. That's how you join. I accept whatever I'll take. I don't think I've ever told you that way to join, Yos. I said a lot of different ways, but not that, I don't think. Just don't forget the donuts. You can't forget the donuts. And I'd like to try some local donuts, so make sure you don't eat the donuts while you're on the jet plane on that long trip across the pond. Can't you just see Yost sitting in the seat of an airplane with a box of donuts on his lap? He'd never make it. Laugh out loud. Everything that had a hole can be called a spring. Umesmo. Right? I agree, buddy. I agree. Oh, look at that. Our field of potatoes about done. Pretty big field right there for Rusty. Donut is a ring. Whoa, Eric D. Wow, look at that, everybody. Thanks, my friend. Drop the old coffee and donuts for our friend Eric D, everybody. Eric D just gave us a nice little super chat or whatever those things are called. Here's a couple tasty donuts to get your day started. I need coffee too. Thanks, Eric. don't forget, everybody, drop the donuts and coffee in the chat for our friend Eric for supporting the channel with a little super chat there about getting donuts. Thanks, my friend. I appreciate the support, Eric. There we go. Look at that. We just got one little strip of potatoes left. That is it. That planter holds many potatoes. It does, Yos. I love this planter. Coffee and donuts for everyone. Yeah, this is a really good modded piece of equipment here, Yos. I love this planter that you can plant poplar potatoes and sugarcane with. And then, like I said at the beginning of the live stream, I really, really am enjoying this Case Magnum by Mac Trucker. I never, I never used it until this breakfast challenge here on Split Mountain Ranch. I've had it installed, but never have used it until now. So I really, really, really liking it. So we got that field done now too. Now the old thing needs a good wash. I just hope Yost didn't come in here and lay down a dirty nader instead. We're really gonna be having to wash it. Wash, whatever. You know. Sorry if I say it with an R or if I say it without an R or yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like my whole thing with my wife picks on me because I can't say Pacific. So most times, so like if you say this is a Pacific Magnum, my wife will be like, that's not an ocean. Can't you say the word Pacific? Oh, she gives me a hard time about it all the time. My pronunciation on some words just is not the best. And if I don't wash this, then Argsy will really be getting mad at me. The only thing you need to do is wash. Wash is washing down those donuts with coffee. Oh, we gotta clean it up a little bit. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm sorry, I'm too far away. My grandmother always said wash. I usually do, Eric. I don't ever really pay attention, I guess, to how I pronounce it. Like I said, like Pacific too, and then what's the other word? There's another word that my wife gives me a hard time about. I can't remember what it is now. Laundry. Oh, I do a lot of the laundry, yo, so I ain't too worried about that. I get a lot of the laundry in our house done. That's what I'll be doing tomorrow while I play FS and watch football. If I don't get some done later tonight. Alright, well, we got the old potato planter all cleaned up. We can put her in the shed. So we finally got a use for this other shed now. Yeah, I could squeeze a lot more equipment in these things. Yeah, I know, I got too many sheds, but that's just the way I wanted to do this. Gotta build a gigantic farm for this large group of people at the ShantyBoys map creations. So, you going to stream again this evening? Oh, yeah, Eric, I plan to stream again today. Maybe two more times if I get to, Eric. Hopefully, well, I don't know about this afternoon, so it'll probably be tonight. So it'll probably only be one more time. I'm not sure what time though, because it's going to depend on when I get back from car shopping. And probably live stream probably live stream Black River, but I'm not sure yet which one. We need to get a different car for my son, yes. For my he's gonna be about 20. A couple more months he'll be 20. We got a car here for him to drive right now, but every time we turn around it breaks down, so we need to do something different. So gonna help him get a car, but he's also gonna be paying for it as well. Buy a new for you and give your. Well, we thought about that, Umesmo, but he doesn't quite want our car. So, and I don't really want the extended payments, so that's okay with me too. Perks of living in the sticks. Yeah, we gotta wash this unit off too. Well, bus is an option. Well, no buses here, man. I would love to see the areas across the pond, and I would love for you all people to actually see what it's like here too. I literally live in a small town. I mean, yeah, I know there's a lot smaller places where a lot of you live, but there's only about 1,800 people where I live. Um, but our community is pretty fortunate. We got a really nice hospital. We got a really nice downtown area businesses. We do have Pizza Hut, Subway, Runza for different types of like your fast food style, kind of restaurant style businesses. And so, I mean, our economy and all that is really good, but no bus stops here. You'd have to go probably at least an hour to an hour and a half away from where I live to find a bus stop. So, for those that are familiar with irrigation, if anybody here is familiar with irrigation in the agricultural aspect of farming, I only live about 20 miles away from what is called Lindsay Manufacturing. Lindsay Manufacturing in Nebraska. If you Google Lindsay Manufacturing, and Lindsay is spelt just like you'd see Lindsay everywhere else, but I'm not very far away from that factory where they make pivot irrigation. So they make like Zematic and stuff like that, but a really well-known manufacturing company for pivot irrigation. Alright, we got this little unit all washed off. We can get it stored away, but I don't think I'm going to have a shed tall enough for it, so this is going to have to sit in the trees, I think. I don't think it's going to fit in any of my sheds. Oh, it might actually. So we're just going to put it in these trees over here for now. Get it some cover from the trees till I figure out where I want it. Might have to move some stuff around on the old farm. Put this in the shed here. Alright, well, I think everybody, I need to make my thumbnail yet, warm up the old truck, take the dog outside, but I think that's going to end this little short live stream before I head off to work here in about 20 to 25 minutes. So we will see you all in the next one. So thanks Yost, thanks Eric D, thanks Umesmo, thanks Felden, thanks Austin, thanks Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk, thanks David, thanks John Brock, and thank you again to Eric D for that super chat. I appreciate it. So thanks everybody. And if you haven't yet, make sure you drop me a tasty one on that like button, which is better known by myself as a cop battery, and by all you people by a delicious donut. Don't forget to comment in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts with all our friends and family by sharing the videos and the live streams from the channel. But from myself, Rusty Money, we will see you all on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one. I'll be sure to tune in later. All right, everybody. We'll see you later, everybody. Have a good one.